Welcome back to Badback Garage. On this episode, you can call me Redo Ricky.
It's the Redo Ricky Show.
So, if you watched the last one, you'll notice that I had fuel pressure issues. I think I said I had fuel pressure issues at the track. On the dyno, it seemed to be all good, but at the track, the XC. Oh yeah, working on the XC. Yeah, that thing. Because still working on that thing. It's taken me a lot longer than I thought it would. But it's getting there. Just keep finding more little dramas every time I touch that one. The VN anyway. But yeah, back to the Falcon. So kept running out of fuel pressure. So yeah, that's not fun. And every time I ran out of fuel pressure, it would take... I had a fuel safe unit. Let that open. Had a fuel safe unit that took 5 degrees out of it if it went below pressure. So like a couple of psi drop, and yeah, it dropped like 5 degrees timing. So good and bad, because good at helping look after the engine, because the driver side bank was going lean, passenger side bank was perfect. So because the fuel goes in one way, it's a deadhead system. So fuel goes in one way rather than goes the other, and deadheads. Doesn't return back to the tank. The returns under the car, which I'll be showing you very shortly. Sorry, out of screen there. But so the plan is to, didn't have this issue with the factory manifold. I think it's to do with the factory fuel rail, the way they're designed. But having it loop around sort of the way it does, a bit of a problem. But yeah, I'll guess I'll be upgrading that to a normal return style system. But yeah, turning to a normal system, return system. And the other thing I'm going to redo is all my nitrous lines, because I might have left an episode a bit short because I had a few leakages everywhere, and I need to fix those. So I bought, instead of talking, I talked to Al from Allied Performance, did factory out, met him at road trip, and we talked about stainless lines, how shitty they are. So I've just gone back to a normal brake line, and he told me to use a bit of heat before flaring, just heat the ends up, stop from splitting. So hopefully that'll fix that problem, and these are all sealed, and start running nitrous through this thing, because now it's tuned for fuel. Nitrous. Tuned for aspirated tunes all sorted. I can start adding nitrous now that it's safe. The other thing I'm going to do is hook up launch control. So that's sort of the next thing I need to work out, because we got another, I think, second round of road trip, no prep, not road trip, no. Lakeside no prep series, drag series. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, got to give that a crack. But yeah, I'll to get into this, I'll try and work out what I'm doing first. I'll probably we'll get the car on the hoist, and I'll show you how the deadhead system works anyway. So this is how I set my deadhead system up. Fuel reg's all the way at the back of the car, so it just has one fuel line coming in, and then the return is at the regulator at the back, which returns there, and then just one fuel line that runs all the way up to the front. So with the nitrous lines and everything else that's there. But yeah, I'll get rid of this from out of here, and put some bigger fuel line in. I get some dash. Oh geez, that's a long way off. It's supposed to be a hell of a lot closer, and it's still working, so I might adjust that too. That's speed sensor. So I'll get that done too. Oh, and the other thing I was going to do is bushes in the back are decided not to be bushes anymore, so I'll replace those. What else? Oh, I'm changing all the Dash 8 fuel line. That's the other thing too. So getting it upgraded for future, for when I run more nitrous and run the 2 fuel pumps, which I'm going to have to run with the last shot of nitrous. I don't think I have enough fuel pump for it. So yeah, see how we go. But I'll I had to buy. I've also got spark plugs because I got a miss, and I did drop a spark plug, and put it back in. So through my problem, it's only a very light miss on light load, nothing under heavy load, just on a very light cruising. And accelerator cable, I did buy a new one, so I replaced that too. So just a bit of maintenance. Probably have to do another transmission service, another engine oil service. I'm going to go to a HPR 30. Adrian from Car Culture, One Naughty SS supplied that. He's changed his oil, so he gave me a heap of HPR 30. So I'll give that a crack. Hopefully bump the oil pressure up a bit. It's not bad. It's just not probably what it should be. I think it's like between 30 and 40 psi cruising, like at low RPM, depending on how hot the oil is. And then I think it's only making like 55, 60 psi at 6.5, 7,000 RPM, which is I think still okay, but I don't know. We'll try some thicker oil and see how that goes. And yeah, see what happens. It'd be good to actually have a car that I can take to a Lakeside No Prep series and be the same 2 times in a row though. Like every time I've gone there with a new setup. So I can't get consistency out of this thing. I think that's my biggest thing. I keep making changes, but no, well, you've got to keep making changes to go faster. Sometimes we go backwards first to go forwards. So anyway, I'm going to get stuck into this, ripping all these fuel lines out and start fitting new shit. Fuel system's out. Nothing there now. Fuel lines are dangling and nitrous lines are dangling. The only thing I'm going to have a drama with is the only dash 6 fittings coming out of there. So I've still got a little bit of a, what do you call it? A spot where the fuel's going to slow down a bit coming out of the tank, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, diff's leaking too there. Was that brake fluid? That's probably diff fluid, who knows. But yeah, got me Raceworks push lock hose because I'm tight and the other stuff costs too much. And another thing that Adrian sorted out for me was he gave me a heap of Dash 8 fittings out of his old fuel setup. And all the Raceworks stuff I get through Unwise Performance. So if you need any Raceworks fittings and was it PSR, turbos, manifolds, what else does he do? Heltec gear. Give him a shout, like hit him up. He looks after me on all my Raceworks stuff. So yeah, just send him a list. He'll give you a quote and look after you. Just mention that I sent you. But yeah, hit him up anyway. I'm using my old fuel reg because I've got one, and I'm going to put I had a 100 micron filter in there. I think that's wrong. I think I'm supposed to be running like, I've got a 40 micron. I think it might be better. I don't know. I think it's no idea. I just heard people talk and I might have the wrong filter in there. I might use that 100 micron for when I do an intake pump to another fuel system upgrade. Yeah, another upgrade. So Redo Ricky will be back. But yeah, I'll start getting these fittings in. I think I've got to go the adapters to Dash 8, then to 9. Oh, actually I don't need 90s. I can go straights now. Have I got enough straights? Could be a problem. I thought I ordered what I needed, but I probably didn't because I've still got to adapt there, and I couldn't remember if it was Dash 8 or Dash 10. It's probably Dash 10. I hope I've got maybe some, I don't know, might get lucky, might have some adapters here. I don't know. We'll see what I've got because I've got to try not to spend any money while I'm doing this because I'm a bit broke at the moment. Yeah, I'll get in, start lining the fuel system up. I think I'm going to run it. Let's see how it goes, but I might run it on up through here on this side. I don't know. I just didn't like where it gets more further away from the exhaust. I might be able to run it sort of around through here, it's like through there, and then I just don't know. I'm not. Before it was always so close to exhaust through there, And I know Adrian's had dramas with his fuel fresher things with fueling issues with heat, so I might try something different. But yeah, we'll see how we go. I'll just get the fuel line hooked up one end and start from there. I spent the last couple of days or nights, just a few hours here, a few hours there, but fuel system's slowly getting there. I measured it, wheel doesn't hit it. I am going to have to put a shield over it, but these Falcon floors don't really allow for what I'm trying to do. So at least the fuel fit will be easy to change. Just use push lock E85 hose with some crimps on it. Should be all good. Just runs up through the floor. Just zippy tied it up there just to like hold it. That one's not finished because I'm waiting for a fitting. Thanks to Unwise Performance for sorting them out for me. Just use P clamps, keep it cheap. All the way along here. Use one of those little bendy things because it's a little bit sharp, especially on the feed line. I was a bit concerned. And just runs up over the back, over the wheel, over the diff wheel, whatever. And then 2 -8 fittings into the fuel tank there to -6. So there's a little bit of a choke point still, but hopefully this will help. Nitrous lines just run up through the top, zippy tied in, and then clamped up there. And they just run along the inside all the way up there somewhere. So, and hold on, if I can show you. It's really hard. No, I can't show it. But yeah, got fuel lines in to at least there. It's got to drop it. Oh, and I also fitted a tow bar because I had one here. I've got the tongue somewhere here, and I put new bushes up there. They had like a bush in there. I just put washers in there because it started wearing everything out. So I'm just gonna see how that goes. I've got solid bushes in the leaves, front and rear. So yeah, I'll see how that top one goes this time. Yeah. So we'll see how that works. Next thing, got to drop the car down, and then do the engine bay stuff. So I might just trying to think what to do now. Yeah, might pull the manifold off actually, and then I've got to find actually before I pull the manifold off, I've got to make up like a bomb nitro system. So that'll just sort of those -3 brake line things, bulkheads. So I'll make up a bracket for that, and I probably need to hook up the purges. I've only got one solenoid, so I've got 2, but the other one's a bit, I don't know if it was leaking or not in the last setup, or it was just the hoses I made. I'll see what I think of then, but I've got to mount two more solenoids on top of the 4 I already have, so yeah, more. And they're all nitro solenoids, so it's a shame you can't use the fuel ones because I've got a heap of spare fuel solenoids, and yeah, no good to anything. And a lot of people run dry systems. It's not like you can run a wet system, well, just with fuel ones. I don't know if it makes sense. But yeah, I'll get this car down and go from there. Car's down. Just mount the fuel reg over there. I will get a bigger catch can eventually. I wasn't sure about putting on the firewall, but I figured I've got the booster over that side. I might as well make that side look a little bit busy, I guess. And then just have all out here will be empty. So I might end up putting a washer bottle and maybe a overflow back there too, so then it's just busy in the back corners, both sides, and then tidy at the front. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah, next thing I need, I flip that up and down, so Adrian, you'll be happy. Not sure if I like it like that or not, but it'll stay like that now. What's next? What else do I have to do? Oh, I got my fuel pressure switch to put back in. Fuel pressure like a sensor. I think I'm just going to mount that just sort of in there somewhere, sort of tuck it in, but I need to make that fuel line, return line up first, just to see if it's going to make enough room in there. So yeah, next thing I'll do, I might quickly just make that. I don't know what I'm doing. I was going to make the inlet line. I might make the fuel inlet line quickly because it just goes from there down to there, just so I can see where things are going to run. There you go, sort of, as you can see, the bulkhead's just down there, and there, up there. Yeah, that's the fuel one there, inlet. So, yeah, see how I go. Might get changed to 90 yet. I've just got to work out what I'm doing, but the 45, I'll hopefully send it along the firewall, then down to there. So just on the firewall, put another clamp on the firewall or something to hold it in place. But we'll see what I think. Oh, and I might do the return line there because it's only straight off the bottom of the reg, straight down to that one there anyway. So might quickly make those, so at least then they're done. And yeah, work out where I'm going to put this bulkhead, so then when I take this manifold off, I can make all the lines to go to that. Yeah, I don't know. As you know, I change my mind a lot of the way I'm doing things, and I get confused and don't know what I'm doing half the time, but we get there in the end of. So see what I end up doing. Well, tonight's little project is to mount these two solenoids. Nitrous? Yeah, there's nitrous. These two solenoids for purging. Running out of space of not wanting to put stuff on the firewall, and now it's got shit all over the firewall. So I'm thinking I might mount these just down there in the inner guard, well, in that bit of section of the guard, because then I can just run the nitrous lines up to them, and then just a line over to the engine then, so I can run the line maybe up on the firewall under there and across. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Hopefully I've got enough bits and pieces to do that. I don't really want to spend any more money, so I'm just going to go through and see what I have floating around. Actually, I'll go over. Got to get that fitted Sunday. This is all the nitrous lines I have and shit, so spare shit. I've got these ones here. Where are they? Those two, they're a -3. So they'll probably be, I don't know. Oops. Oh yes, that's -3 out, so that's good. But they're not that long. So I'm going to have to, I could probably go maybe a hard line to those and just have two little soft lines over there, just running across. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't know if I've got enough fittings. I'm sort of getting a bit low. Well, not low, but I don't know. Oh, actually, what if I got a dash? No, I've only got one -3 adapter there. I need another one of those. Damn it. Looks like I might have to... Every time I think I've got enough fittings, I end up not having enough. So yeah, that I'm just going to mount them like that. Dash 4 joiners just to join those two like that. And a nitrous hose will come up from the bottom. Oh, that's not going to work. No. -4. Damn it. Honestly, I've got no idea what I'm doing. What are these? If I can get them out there. There. They look like -4 to -3s. Oh, everything's jammed up in that one. Got a few. Oh, that looks like, oh, that's -3 to -4. That's -4 to -3. That's -4 to -3. I'm going to go through and see what I've got and try and plan this out, because this isn't going to come together, I don't think. But we'll see how we go. Well, after being on the phone for the last 2 hours with Adrian, probably that long, I finally got the manifold off. So that's all off. I made a little, I'll turn the lights off over here, but I've made a bracket that's going to go sit under there like that, so I can have a bulkhead. It'll just make it easier to run like the nitrous lines from the front to the back, and yeah, it's just easier to split it all off. Having a bulkhead set up, it'll just make it neater at the back, easier to undo if I could take the manifold off for whatever reason. But yeah, that'll do me for tonight. Tomorrow night I'll get stuck in making those nitrous lines, so I probably won't show that shit because it takes forever, and it might take me a couple of nights to do it, just fucking around. Yeah, see what happens. But I'll see you in 30 seconds, or 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Well, wish me luck, guys. I'm about to embark on some more pain of making nitrous lines. Oh, they're the old ones, all in stainless, which, yeah, they look nice and pretty, but I don't know if you can see. They've got like little splits in them and things. So yeah, might lose my shit. Things could go horribly wrong, but we'll see, eh? Hopefully all goes to plan and I get this done. But I'll get back to you when hopefully I've made some. I might just make one small one up and just test it on a nitrous bottle and make sure it's sealing. And yeah, go from there. Wish me luck. I ended up having nothing but dramas with my brake line hose thingy. It was doing things like that, which, yeah, I think it stuffed it when making all those stainless ones. So yeah, I went through a lot of brake line, got the shits. Ended up going to a mate's workshop and made some up. The bending tool we used, not overly impressed with it because it was leaving little kinks in the line, but as you can see, we can do such smaller, tighter radiuses. So I'm happy with the way it turned out. Could be done better, yes. First go, well, second go now. So, and using this brake line's a lot softer, so it was sort of hard to. I need a line straightener to get it straight before you start working with it. But it's done. Still got to make the one to the boot of the wagon, so got to get this manifold fitted tonight, and head back to his workshop tomorrow. So I'll get the manifold on. Yeah, get the manifold on now, and then I'm trying to think. Oh, I've got to finish off the fuel system. I'll show you that when I get there, and just move nitrous feed lines. I'm not worrying about running a purge at this stage. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a fuel line. Not going to run the nitrous purge yet. Going to leave that for now. Brother's just giving me his catch can, I believe. So I'll use his. It's a bit shitty setup, but it's better than what I've got. So I'll probably go get that over the weekend if I get a chance, or during the week or something, whenever. Let this engine breathe a bit better. But yeah, let's get this back on now. So I'll go remove that tape, and first I've got to actually just bolt that to that bracket there. It's got to bolt it to that, so I'll get that done. I just did it so I had a bulkhead for the nitrous line, so it makes it easy to disconnect and everything. But yeah, get stuck into that. Except now there's a Alderbrock solenoid instead of all 4.6s. Solenoid didn't work. So, oh yeah, all the nitrous lines are done. I think I might have mentioned that already. Can't remember. Don't know where I'm at with this video. Just did another trans service. Just changed the plugs. They're the old ones there. And I put some 80 FSs, B8 FS, good for 150 plus shot of nitrous. I've done a bit of an impromptu Tyno run tomorrow. That's why I'm up late tonight, just trying to sort this car out so I can get in and get it tuned, because racing this weekend for the second round of Queensland No Prep. I didn't make the first round because I only just got the car together the night before. Nothing in the car's changed. Just trying to think what I've done. Not much. I got my bottle warmer working. That's all turning on. I think it's turning on properly. Launch control set up with a race timer so I can pull timing up for the first 3 seconds. Thanks to Daniel from Haltech, awesome bloke. Helped me out get through a few things, showed me a few bits and pieces. I still need to get the fitting, because I think that's like, I think they're quarter or something, and that's 3/8. I can't remember what it is, but it's different, so I've got to pick up a fitting on the way. Oh, also bottle of clutches going in, because the oil that come out of it is, that's the oil. Yeah, it's pretty dark. It's, yeah, pretty ordinary. It's done a fair bit of work though, that oil, so I think I haven't changed it for a while, been a bit slack. But yeah, I'll let that bottle of clutches drain in tonight, and off to the dyno tomorrow and hopefully get some testing done. I really should be filming more of my road driving, but I'll see what happens. I highly doubt I will. But yeah, I'll see how things go. Well, it's back from another dyno run. Turned out pretty successful. Dane from Corn Fed Boost Performance, or CFB Performance, got it sorted after my wiring debacle. But yeah, ran it up. Oh, and my fuel upgrade too. I did that Dash 8 return and everything, and fixed a fuel pump wiring, upgraded that. And the car's made, was pumping way more fuel into the car. So it got it back to where it was supposed to be, back up to 388, so 394 last time. It was a bit humid on the day, so you expect 6 horsepower is nothing to worry about. But yeah, it's ordered again. First nitrous shot didn't go off real well. The my wiring, I wired the Haltech up as a positive switch, which you shouldn't really do that. So I rewired it while we're there to a negative switch setup. So it just means your Haltech switches it on the negative side, so you run constant power. I just ignition power to 85. 87 is obviously your night, or whatever you're running. 30 is your main power source straight from the battery, and then so then 86 becomes the earth, which is, and this switch through the Haltech, so there's no real current drawn through it. I think that's the idea of it. All the power gets used first, or directed mainly for what you're using, and then you just earth it to finish the circuit through the Haltech. So yeah, rewired that. I had also had a faulty nitrous solenoid, which I changed before I left, the night before. Did a gearbox service, put some new plugs in it, some 8s instead of 7s, because I was hoping the car was going to make a little bit more power, but I should have gone by the way it went with the previous shots, which was 200. I was using 100 each, like nitrous jet size was 100. I was running 2 of those, but the car was only putting 80 horsepower at the wheels. It is running a bit rich, which good for nitrous anyway. Like, well, not good, but it just makes it safe. I think I still 11.5 to 1, which is where I sort of want to be. Could lean it out a bit more and maybe grab a little bit more power, but is it worth it? Probably not. It's at the end of the day, it is a stock LS1 with just a cam in it, and I'm pushing friendships as it is with it made 520 or 18 horsepower at the wheel, so back to 520. But the 3 shots of nitrous is actually less than the 100 shots that I was running in the past. So I was putting 200 worth of nitrous into the car. Now I think the jets equal up to about 170, 180. I'm not 100% sure because I just grabbed some random jets, no in between sizes. So a little bit less nitrous, but the mid-range on this car is way different. I gave it a bit of a poke last night on the way home, and even aspirated. I haven't used the nitrous on the street yet because you're not supposed to because it's illegal. No nitrous on the street. That'll never happen. Never run it. But yeah, just gave it a hit on just aspirated on the way home. It just feels super responsive. I just got to go through and tidy up my cruising tune now because I don't worry about getting that sorted on the dyno. I can just mess around with that, and I like to learn, so that I just want to do that myself anyway. More for my experience on learning how to use the Haltech product. Had an awesome guy from Haltech, Daniel. I think I might have already mentioned this. Helped me get through a lot of stuff, learning on how to set a few things up. So the plan is now to go set up my launch control. So my 2 steps done. I might have to check that now because the fuel system's all changed. But I'll double check that, and then I'm going to do a quick oil change because it was running so rich. There's a bit of fuel in the oil, so I'll just do that just to make sure it's all good for this weekend because I have Big Boys Toys and Lakeside No Prep round 2. I missed the first round, but yeah, we'll see how we go in this second round. Hopefully, I have goals of this car running a 750 at Lakeside in the 8th on a street tyre. Might not sound much, but to do it on a 400 treadwear tyre on a pretty slippery surface, I think to me it's a pretty high goal for me. So we'll see how it goes. I have done a 762, I think it was, in the past. So I'm not chasing that much faster, but to go, everyone knows drag racing, to go a little bit faster, you can go backwards first. So I don't expect to get that today or over the weekend. If I do, I'll be stoked. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. As long as I can see improvements, because I'm starting from scratch again. Every time I race this car, it's a learning curve, and I start from scratch every time because I change something every single time I race this car. So, but yeah, I'm stuck on the car now. But yeah, big thanks to Dane. And thanks to Unwise Performance too for the parts as usual. Matt's awesome. Just gets them to me as quick as possible if I need anything from Raceworks. Same with Haltech products too. But yeah, jump on his website if you need parts, Unwise Performance. Or Facebook, I think it is. Yeah, just go everywhere for Unwise Performance parts. But yeah, don't know. I think I'll come back to you with how I went on the weekend because it's probably easier just to keep the video a bit. I don't know how long this is going to be, but we'll see. But yeah, I'll catch up with you guys after the weekend's over, or I'll find any shenanigans or something. I don't know. Probably nothing. So I did an 8.4 aspirated, and then I was like, I'll do 160 foot. So bugger it, let's just see if I can get this thing to dip into the 7s. Should if a 260 foot shoots you 770, 780. Then I'll give it a crack, and as soon as I got out the hole, first shot of nitrous kicked in and axle went kabooey. So yeah, it hooked up. Might have even been a little bit axle tramp there. I couldn't feel it, but just decided to give up on life. And I'm sick of changing axles all the time, so I might do. It's very tempted to go bite the bullet and just buy a 345 LSD XG XR6 Ute. diff and be done with it. So I'll leave this video here and we'll see where I go with the next video. Next video obviously will be putting this back together. Well, I won't record putting this back together because it's only changing a diff over, nothing fancy. But I need to get back into that. I've done a little bit more on it already, and I think the plan is I'll bring that in now that can't do much with my car. Well, I can easily put a diff in it and drive it, but just an open center, or I can build a spool up. Just don't know what I want to do at this stage. But yeah, we'll see how we go. I might try and sell some parts like GQ parts and things over the weekend, and whatever parts are around here. If I can sell a few more bits and pieces, I'll see where we go. But thanks for watching, guys, and like, comment, subscribe. Slowly getting more subscribers, so thanks to everyone that's doing that. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one.
Do 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 do. Bad back garage.